Hello guys, welcome to MTM Codes. In this tutorial we are going to create a multiplication table using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this will be our final product. For example, if I give 99 here and I want to create a table of 99. So I just click generate and it will create a table of 99 up to 15. So let's start the project from scratch. Here I am going to open the VS Code here using the terminal. I am going to create a new project and create a empty for multiplication table. Now I'm going to the empty. Inside this empty we are basically going to create three files: touch, index.html, style.css and script and script.js. So let's open this index.html. I'm going to close this. Now we do not this furthermore, so I'm just going to close the terminal. Now let's start our HTML code in here. HTML5. Now basically in the body tag we are going to create a div, name as main container. Inside this main container we are going to create another div dot input container. So this is the shortcut to create a div with a class name. Inside this div we are going to create a h3 tag where we will write generate multiplication table. Now inside after creating the h3 tag we are basically creating a form. Inside the form leave the action and just assign it a class input number. Now inside the form we are creating a text field, so input type will be number and just assign it class name the class digit. Now let's also give another pointer. The minimum value should be 1 and let's create a button and type will be button generate and button type will be button and assign it a class name generate button. So our input container has been completed. After the input container we are just giving a horizontal line. After that we are creating a div for the data. So for that I am just creating another div dot table container. We will not write any code here because we will show the table after the JavaScript implementation. So this is the HTML file. Now we will write the CSS code for this. So I'm just so first of all give us some styling to overall the body. Give margin 0, padding of 0 and border box sizing border box and the font family I am going to use is Helvetica, which is my favorite font family. Now after this we are going to write a CSS code for main container. So we will give a width of 40% of the total width and we will height of I am going to give 95 view height and then margin 10 px from top, auto from left and basically 0 from bottom. And now margin of now we are just adding a style to the border top which is 5px solid blue. Let's see how this looks like in the web. So I have just installed this extension to run HTML files. So after running it, this is how our page looks like without adding the CSS or styling. So what I'm going to do is to add the CSS. Yeah, after adding the CSS, this is basically how our form is looking like. I'm just going to add some more styling to this main container. So I'm just gonna give some box shadow of 3px, 3px RGBA of I'm just gonna 0 blue is also 0 and alpha I'm going to give it 0.5%, so it will give some right styling to the right side of the box. Let's give some radius, border radius of 15px and now this looks like this. Now h3, for the h3 I'm just going to give it a 100% width of 100% and text align center, text color will be blue. So basically the h3 is inside the input container, so basically input container. Let's do styling up for the input container. So for the input container give this margin margin of 10 px. Let's give the same margin as we have given in the 10 px auto 0, and just I'm using auto here too. So auto after now width, we will give 100% width of the parent div. Height, we are going to 10 view height, and let's see how this looks like. Yeah, so it has taken the 10 view height from this here to here. Now HT element, we already write CSS for this. Now we are going to write CSS for the input field. So input number CSS for the form. So input number font size, I am gonna give inherit margin gonna give 5px from top and 5px from left and right, and 0 from left and bottom. After this, just give a border color blue and text line center. So this bring these two components into the center. Now let's do the styling for the digit, the input field. So digit, do the text line center, give a width of 70px I think, and height of I think 25px will be enough. Now add some border is 1px, solid blue is my favorite color, and give some radius too, border radius 1px, do is like 5px. Now this is as we have set the minimum to 1, so this will get the minimum 1 value. Now after the digit, we are going to add styling for the button. So generate button. We will give the almost same styling as we have given to digit, and border is border. Do not give a border, just give a background color blue, and border radius is okay. Give a text color white, and let's see how this looks like. Oh, just use the property border is equal to none. No, this looks fine. Now horizontal line. For the horizontal line, just give a some top margin at the top of I think 15px would be enough, and width is 100%. 100% width. By the way, there is no need to explicitly define the width. Now border width will be 2px, solid blue. Yeah, this looks fine. Now we are done with the CSS for the main containers. The only table container styling is left. This we will do after the JavaScript section. So first of all, let's do the JavaScript section. Let's open the JavaScript file. So basically, let me split the screen first. So basically, I am going to use the document.query selector to get the element by class. So const generate button is equal to document dot query selector, and main container not generate button. Let me copy it from here, and let me create the second thing we are going to do is for digit, and the third we are going to do is for the table container. So okay, no, I do not need this split furthermore, so I'm just going to copy this, paste 2 times, generate button, and the second will be input number, and the class is digit, the third one is table container, and the class name is table container. Now we have stored these class values in different variables. The second thing is we are going to do is to create a function, generate basically table, and we will pass the number we are taking from the digit input field. We will implement this function later. First we are going to add even listener to the button. So generate button dot add even listener. So on click, create a function, and this function we are going to create a variable const input value is equal to parseInt and the value will be input number dot value. Now we will check if the is is name input value or input value is less than 1 or input value greater than 99, then we are going to show an alert. Yeah, so this will be the alert, and we will call this function here, and we will pass this input value to this function. Now let's check this. Now let's implement the function. Now let table HTML is equal to, let's create a table here. So table. Now let me copy this and paste here. Now everything what we are going to do is in between these. So inside this, let's create a loop for let I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1. I is less than is equal to 15. We are creating a table up to 15. I plus plus. So inside this for loop, we are going to do is table HTML. We are adding a row here. Let me copy this and paste here, and just put a slash ending tag here. Now inside this row, we are going to create 4 columns. So table dot HTML plus is equal to, so td and number, and we are closing the tag td. So basically we are I am going to copy this and paste 3 times more number, and here I am going to show the x sign for multiplication, and here we'll just put I. Here I am again using this sign is equal to, and here finally the result multiply by I. Yeah, so this is the row of at each iteration we are creating a row with a 5 column, and we are going to print the number at first column, and this multiplication sign, and the I value in the third column, and the is equal to sign in the fourth column, and the result in the last column. So let me just put this here. So after that, now we are going to go append all this into the table container. Table container dot inner HTML is equal to table HTML. So our JavaScript implementation is completed here. Now let's go to the index.html file, and here at the end of the main container we are going to basically add the JavaScript file. So I'm just going to script source, and our file name is script.js. Now let's run the file and let's check how it is performed. So I'm just giving it to create a 9 table for 9. So it is creating. Good. Now let's do the styling for this table container. So let's go to the style.css. We have assigned the class name table container. Now we will do the styling for this table container. Just give it a width of 100%, and font weight just use the bold. Let's see. Yeah, this is working. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do some styling for these rows. So for the rows I am just giving of margin top of 15 px. It will be enough. And now use padding 2 px from top and bottom, and we are going to use 30 px from left and right. Yeah, now this looks pretty much good. Use text aligned center, which is not necessary, but we are going to use it. Now after this, what we are going to do is to do some styling for the rows. So I'm using here pseudo element nth child. No. Nth child. If the child is odd, we are going to change the background color to blue, and the text color to white. Yeah, so this is working. And if the row is even, So we are going to give the background color of white smoke, and the color will be the automatic color. So yeah, this looks pretty much similar to what we were expecting. Let's just give us padding. No, there is no need to give more padding. When I'm giving this 99, yeah, so this is giving us the table for 99. So this was the project. It is completed here. If you like it, tell me in the comments, or if you have any suggestions,